Dan, I fell asleep during this movie. I'm going to tell you the truth right now.
What
at the end.
The best part?
Is that the best part? Because you'll just have to fill me in. Because I woke up and then the...
So wait, you haven't seen the end of this film?
Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. It's like watching, yeah.
Welcome to Hate Watching with Dan and Tony. This is the early morning edition.
Welcome to the early morning edition. I mean, this is a regular morning for me. I've switched up time zones on Dan and made him go very early back west.
Not early for me. It's already late in the day for me.
That can't be true. Dan, what time do you wake up? What's going on with you, Dan?
We can't talk about it. It's not healthy.
It's not appropriate. All right. We don't want to give anybody any ideas.
I just sometimes imagine what it would be like to have a normal sleep schedule. On this show, we watch a movie. This week, I think I picked this movie, didn't I?
You sure did. Yeah, this was a Dan Goodsell special.
This week, I picked the movie Death of a Unicorn, 2025,
Classic.
hour and 47 minutes. I hated this movie.
I don't know if I hated this movie, but
okay.
I was watching this movie and I was
Sure.
like, why am I watching this movie? I'm not having any fun, which is what I usually like to do during movies. I like to have fun during the movies that we watch specifically because they're always bad.
Yeah.
But I want to have like a good time. This whole time I was just like, what? Why? What are we doing here? This is not fun.
That's why you hate this. That's why you should hate this movie.
I don't know, but I just don't know if I hate. I wasn't like, man, you are purposefully not letting me have fun. It was more just like none of us are having fun. Paul's not having very much fun. The guy from Barry's not having very much fun. I don't think Jenna Ortega has ever had fun in her life. So I just, I don't know. Do you think she has? She seems very gloomy to me. I don't know.
I tried to watch that Wednesday show, and I watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah, not for me.
I remember you saying that, and we've watched the first season. We were going to watch the second season this year, and then we didn't. So if that tells you anything,
there it is.
It might. But we did make it through the first season.
You made it through. Okay.
Yeah.
Should the director / writer, he did both of these things.
Oh, he did both of them. Yeah.
Should he go to movie jail?
I don't know if he should go to jail, but he probably shouldn't write the movie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a huge problem with the directing. It looks terrible. Let me just, the budget.
Hold on a second. It looks terrible.
I don't think it's his fault. The CGI is terrible. So, like, if you are writing and directing your own movie and you create a unicorn and are like, I'm going to have the unicorns on screen 70% of the movie.
A lot of screen time.
You better get a lot of money. You better get a lot of money to make those special effects. When it's coming out of the car was one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in my life. I was like, just don't show it. Just don't show him coming out of the car. Like it's a cartoon with the mouth coming out. It was so weird. But that's not really, I don't think that's a directing problem. That's more of a, hey, we're in post-production. Why can't I make this not look like shit problem? You know what I mean?
So you thought he moved the camera around correctly and...
If he had money, yes. However, he obviously didn't have money. So then you have to like retroactively while you're on set be like, how can I make this not look stupid if I don't have enough money to make it look cool? So now that we're talking about, now I'm reversing my whole thesis. And now it's like, well, you didn't plan very well because you should have hidden. It's a creature feature, ostensibly. Generally speaking, you don't want to show it that much. Like just in general, like most creature features, you kind of tease it out very slowly and then, have a big reveal, which wouldn't have worked anyhow because woof. So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm a little against him. You've talked me into it, Dan. You talked me into it.
Now you Tony,
yeah.
Horror aficionado.
I do love horror.
On a horror scale of 0 to 10, where do you put the horror level of this movie?
The horror is 1. I'll give it a 1 because there was There was a
Wow.
couple of fun points during the deaths that I was like, if I was a child, I probably wouldn't want to see a woman get torn in half by two unicorns. But as an adult, I'm like, that was pretty cool. If it looked better, it would have been cool. But that was like that to me, that's like the demo. You know how you like send over like and you put a little asterisk on it and it's like not finished product or whatever. And then you send it out to people to see what you're doing. That's where we were. And he was just like, just remove the Chiron there. We'll just book it this way. But it's a fun idea, you know? So, but I don't think my nephew could see it. Right. So a horror won.
I mean, I guess when the unicorn eats the entrails out of,
oh, that's
I was
right.
like, well, he did eat entrails out of her while she's laying on a pool table.
And that was pretty fun. You know, like that one was okay. The woman getting torn in half was a cool idea. And then I liked the when the guy got like spiked through the head.
Through the head. Yeah.
That's always a fun one. Putting something through the jaw. You know, it's fun.
We've talked about many times that the scariest thing in any movie ever was when what's her name in The Quiet Place steps on the nail, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We all feel it. We all we all recoil. You know, it's like when you're watching that movie Barbarian, we get to the second half, we get down in the underground. Yeah. You're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to spend any time here. I don't want to see that thing crawling around. I want to leave. I don't want to think about it. That's what horror is to me. It's you put me in a place that as soon as I get out of, I'm going to feel better.
Sure. Well, you know, in that case, this is like a horror 8 because I wouldn't want to hang out with any of these people.
Okay. Anything else before we go right into it? I mean, it seems like you're like, well, whatever. I'm fine.
I mean, well, I don't know if I'm fine. I did fall asleep. Which I don't know if that's the clip before the show or not, but I fell asleep in this movie because it wasn't very entertaining. So that's not great.
Spoilers.
Sure. Always spoilers ahead.
Spoilers ahead.
We've never done a podcast that did not have massive spoilers.
Oh, really? I guess so.
What? No, we always talk about it.
I guess we go plot point by plot point by plot point.
We go through the whole
specifically.
movie.
We don't leave anything out.
Yeah, people don't even need to watch the movie. They could just watch the show and be like, okay, well, I pretty much saw the movie. Through the lens of two idiots.
So this movie is dad and daughter sort of estranged. I'm just going to do the whole basic plot before we get into it. Dad and daughter basically estranged because the mother died.
Yeah.
They're going out to his rich boss, and he's got to convince the rich boss to make him the liaison between the family and the business because the rich boss is dying. And we find out at the very end that he promised his wife that he'd take care of the daughter financially.
Right.
Only financially. Right. That's all he promised.
Exactly. Yeah, not emotionally. You don't need to take care of kids emotionally. Yeah.
Nothing like that is important. He goes there on their way. They hit a unicorn. They take the unicorn. It's not dead. They take it back to the rich guy. They shoot it, and we find out that it has magical healing properties.
Yeah.
So they heal the big boss, and then the two parent unicorns, which they really work hard not to make you understand that there's two of them, even though there's no reveal that there's two of them. But they also, nobody goes, there's two of them, which is what you have to say when they realize there's two of them. They never play that there's two of them, and you only think that there's one of them. All great games you could play. Sure. They don't play any of these games ever, even for a microsecond. No. There's one point where it's standing there, and there's one in front of him, one behind him, and I was like, now am I looking at it? Is that other one in the mirror?
Wait a second. What's happening here?
Did you understand that there were two of them at that point, or did you think one was in a mirror?
I don't think I thought one was in a mirror because I'm pretty sure he was outside when this happened.
No, this was inside. This was inside.
Oh, this was inside?
This was inside. Right. Absolutely inside.
I don't know. I don't know when, to be honest, I don't know if there was a moment, an aha moment where I was like, oh, there's two of them.
Yeah.
But I think eventually throughout the movie, I was just like, oh, there's two of them. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's when they're in the house and we finally get we have about a one shot of this thing, but it's one shot where the other ones, we show it behind him and then we pan over to the other one and you're like, So the one behind him was a mirror one, or it was one.
Or maybe it's really fast.
Then finally we pull out and we got a 2-shot and we're like, oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense. It's the parents.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
So they realize healing properties and they think that they are going to have to capture these 2 unicorns and then everyone gets killed.
Yeah, as they should.
Sort of, except the one person that really needed to be killed.
Which guy's that?
Oh, Paul Rudd. He needed to die. No, he
did pretty much die.
He was an irredeemable character who they chose to redeem for no reason, for no understandable reason.
Other than it's Paul Rudd. I think they were banking on the fact that you like Paul Rudd so much that you forgive him in the movie, even though his character is not redeemable. Does that make sense?
I guess.
Because if you hire somebody else in that role and they're not Paul Rudd and they're not likable, you want them to die. I think a lot of people would be like, it's Paul Rudd, bring him back to life.
Did you think
I'm not saying that's right. No, I'm not saying it's right, Dan. I'm just saying that I think that's what they were banking on.
Did you think that in the movie?
I wanted everyone to die.
You wanted Jenna Ortega to die?
Yes, including Jenna Ortega, because I found her very annoying in the movie.
Oh, you found her annoying.
She's like, and not to be, I mean, whatever. It's not her fault. I just found her character was very much like, and this is going to cause some ire, so I apologize. But you know how like those... like people that, go to Greenpeace or vegans. And they're always just like, my way's better than your way. And I'm smarter than you are. And I know they're all good people, I'm sure. But that annoys me so much when people are like, well, you're a bad person. Yeah. Okay. I eat meat. Yeah, okay, I don't always recycle. I'm sorry, I'm human.
Why don't you
so
always
I was just like, she can die too. I don't know, but my wife yells at me all the time.
Why don't you always recycle?
I try, but the rules are confusing, Dan. I don't always understand what can be recycled and what can't. So sometimes I put things in the recycling. And she's like, this doesn't go here. And then she throws it away. And sometimes she's looking in the garbage. She's like, why would you throw that away? I don't know. Okay, I'm confused by the rules.
I mean, you don't put cans in the trash, do you?
I mean, if they're dirty, I don't know.
Hold on,
like if there's food, isn't the rule if there's like food in them that you're not supposed to recycle
in a can?
I don't know.
Oh,
see, this is the.
I'm with your wife here.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be. She's not the bad
right.
person.
You're wrong. You're the bad person.
Okay, Jenna's too far. Jenna's like, oh, you eat meat in my vicinity. I'm upset with you, and you're the devil. You know what I mean?
Tony, I'm gonna.
She's sanctimonious. Is that the right word?
Yes, it is. It actually is the right word.
Got it.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to hear it.
We do a lot of movies on this podcast show.
So many.
We've even done a bunch of movies this year.
Great job, us.
Do you remember that we did the live-action Snow White movie?
I mean, now that you've said it, I do remember that we did it. I couldn't tell you anything that happened in the movie.
Think about that for a second.
I thought this was correct, like directly connected to Jenna Ortega.
No, because I was looking at pictures and I saw the picture of it kind of is because Rachel Ziegler kind of seems that same way.
Oh yeah, no, you're right about that. Yeah.
So I was looking at as I was doing a little research on this movie. Separate. It's like Dan's AI side note moment.
Oh boy, this is like one an episode now.
I got 2 great ones. I'll do the first one, then I'll do the second. First one is, so I'm doing the research on this. I look up the guy that directed it. He formed a production company called Secret Room or Secret Door or something. So I typed that in there, right? So I was like, I'll go look at there, see what these guys are up to. AI generates this thing. Oh, here's all this stuff. It generates 3 videos about the production company. Access, click on this to see this, click on this to see this, click on this to see this. Basically just links to YouTube things.
Yeah, of course.
All 3 of them have absolutely nothing to do with this company. Huge zero. One of them has to do with the secret level show on Netflix, which was about different gaming says that because it had the word secret in there. Then there was another one, and then there was like a third one, which was like some AI bullshit one. And I'm just like, there it is. Everything you name from now on, do not name it anything generic like secret door or secret this or secret that.
You got to really stick out.
Because if the AI is going to make up all sorts of stories about you. You can no longer be generic. Weird.
Is that the Gemini in Google or whatever, the Google search Gemini that does that?
I think so. Yeah, whatever the top thing is. Yeah,
I have to thumbs those down a lot. I'm really trying to teach the algorithm here that they need to be a lot more specific. Yeah, I thumbs it down because it asks you in the bottom right. Was this helpful? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I've been giving a lot of thumbs downs lately, but in a positive way. It's like
way.
positive. Yeah, I'm trying to help. AI. We're friends.
And then the other thing, which was a bit of technology that's incredible, they're making a little walk-around robot for Disneyland of Olaf. The little snowman.
It wouldn't be like run by a person?
A person runs it, but it's a free, it just walks, it's just little, it looks exactly like Olaf, and it's little, and it walks around like Olaf.
I think that's going to freak me out, man.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
I'm sure it's cool, but do you think people are going to mess with it? I feel like people are going to mess with it because people are the worst.
That's the one thing is the nose and arms are magnetic. And of course, one person in the comments like, I'm going to steal that nose.
Right. Yeah, because people are the worst.
People are the worst.
People, even at Disney, people are just, if it's just kids, great. I'm sure some of them are monsters.
The adults.
Take care of your kids, all right? Teach your kids how to not be monsters. But yeah, people are bad. I don't know. I'm worried about this robot.
Gotta worry about the robots. Okay, back to the movie.
Concerned for him. Yeah.
So you hate Jenna Ortega because she's principled. Got it.
I don't want to say I hate her. I feel judged by her, and I'm okay if she gets murdered. That's all. Okay.
Wow. Oh, your fragile male white ego.
It is fragile, but big.
So that's Jenna Ortega, and that's the movie. So they, here's what I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be interesting if you had a movie where basically these unicorns are, money or whatever.
Right.
And we end up having all the main characters kill each other over the money, and the unicorn never killed anyone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That would be a stronger parable, as they say.
Yeah.
This is just kind of like, what's an excuse to have a unicorn skewer a person? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Airport.
Sometimes you just have little ideas, right? The birth of this movie is probably like, what if a unicorn killed a bunch of people, right? And then you just figure out why they would do it.
He just worked backwards from the great idea.
From this number one idea, unicorn horn through the jaw, right? And he's like, now how do I get there?
And probably the best place to have it happen is in a lodge or mansion.
Because, as you do.
Right? That's what you think of. You think of,
unicorns.
What do I want to put a bunch of people out in the woods? That would make some sense.
No, I want them traipsing through
the woods?
House. I want them traipsing through the house. That was what I was going to say. It didn't work. Move on, dude.
Okay, boom. There's an airport. Our people are trapped on the plane, waiting to deplane. He drops.
What a weird intro.
What a weird intro. He drops his papers on the floor. Our guy Elliot, and then his daughters Ridley. Paul Rudd's Elliot drops his papers on the floor. He wants to get him. He tries to get him with his foot. Can't get anybody's attention. Then
because she's sleeping on his shoulder.
He doesn't shift her to the other side. Right? He's sleeping on the shoulder. No. What does he do, Tony?
He moves as fast as he can, similar to how when you set up china on a table and you pull the tablecloth out as fast as you can. He does that, and then she smacks her head on the seat. I don't understand it.
I think, didn't he blame someone else or something? How did that happen? He
said something weird because she just goes, "What the hell?" And then he said something weird. I was just like, "What? I guess it sets up the dynamic that he's a shitbird. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, you could there's just so many options where you could just, push her over, slide her over just like that. And then she would slowly lean the other way and then you're fine.
And then he goes for it. Then she falls over the other. Then she shifts back the other way.
Sure.
Then
But at least then you're a respectable person, Like, I don't know. So weird. Uh-oh.
I died. Quickly we learn that they're not communicating because the wife has died. And that has driven a wedge between them.
Yeah, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Because did he kill her?
No.
Because then I would understand a little bit,
The best part is later when they're talking about these tapestries in England, and she's all like, "Don't you remember? Those are mom's favorites, and we went there." And he's all like, "Nope, don't remember it."
Well, sure, because that's a weird thing to do.
What do you mean? That's a weird thing to go and visit those?
What do you mean she loves tapestries and then you went and saw tapestries? That can't be a thing that humans do.
What are you talking about?
Is it?
Yeah.
What am I talking? What are they talking about? So if
they went and saw the tapestries.
If Naomi came up to me and she was like, "Hey, do you want to go see some cloth in England?" I would be like, "No, I don't. That sounds stupid."
But hold on. That's not the point. The point is, would you remember that when she forced you to go and see them?
Oh, I would absolutely remember it because I'd remind her once a week that she made me go fly across the world to look at cloth.
Yes. And instead, what did you fly across the world to do, Tony?
Play Pokemon Go. What?
And go see the Harry Potter.
We saw Harry Potter in London.
Yes.
She saw it. I didn't because I bailed on half of our honeymoon, which she reminds me about all the time.
So the point that he has no memory of this thing, which is her favorite thing, doesn't make it. I understand it's not being hit.
Doesn't make any sense.
He may go that's a dumb thing for you to like.
Sure, which I'm sure he did because he's not a very nice person either.
Not a nice person. So as they're going along, cell phone cuts in and out for unknowable reasons. I don't understand that.
Yeah, the woods.
He has allergies. She has acne, which she picks at, and he's like, "Stop picking at that." And she somehow vapes in secret in a car with him.
I was a little confused about that. You'd have to be very, very unobservant. Right? Like, what are you talking about? Hey, why are you breathing weird over there? I don't know.
How old is she?
Somewhere between 16 and 32. That's where I kind of put her age range, give or take.
You got to tell us how old she is. We don't know if she's in high school. We don't know if she's in college. We don't know if she's done with college. We don't know if she has a job. We don't know if she has friends. We don't even know if she has a fucking personality.
Well, she does. She does.
No,
and
she doesn't.
I'm better than you. It's, hey, you should be working to save the world. Shame on you. Jesus.
See, that's what I love about this. Tony has read so much into this character because there's nothing there. She does not scold it. She'll like, "I'm bringing something up very slightly sheepishly."
There's a moment that she scolds. There was a moment after she reads her things about, unicorns used to be a different way. She goes in there and she tries to tell the adults what's going on. And I was like, you know what? Go to your room. Go to your room.
Jesus, this is terrible Tony we've got here. She's got a nose ring.
Yeah, it doesn't help me identify an age at all.
Yeah. Well, you have to be over a certain age to get pierced, I think, some places.
Do you?
Uh-huh. Absolutely do.
But what if you have an adult? I feel like there's an adult supervision rule that's like you could do whatever you want as long as the adult's there.
So if you bring a 9-year-old in, that you can they can get piercings all over their face.
Yeah. Just get those row of eyebrow rings on my baby. Yeah, it's fine. I think you can do it.
I think we should do that. Okay, we cut to a cave. There's a cave. We hear weird, spooky horse noises. Oh, great.
So spooky. I was so scared. I was like, what's going on in the cave?
Let's see. The boss from... Okay, he talks about how he needs to get this job so he can make money. And they call and they're like, "Where are you? You're supposed to be here an hour ago." So he speeds up. Boom! He hits a pretty white unicorn. It spins out.
Yeah.
They go back.
The car looked really bad when it was spinning out. It's like a little Matchbox cartoon. It was bad. Sorry. It was bad.
Wow, so critical. They go back there.
There's just ways to shoot. Why are you shooting it in a wide if you don't have money to make the car look realistic? Right? Just shoot inside the car. Do one of those, oh no, we're spinning. You know what I mean? It's easy.
We're spinning. Just cut.
And now people get it.
Just cut this into your movie. Your movie's fine.
You're fine. Doesn't have to be the same characters. You're all right.
Boom. The thing is crying. It's not dead, but we see that it has big pointy fangs. There's a glowing horn. She touches it, and she has a cosmic experience.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up when blood splatters on his face because Paul Rudd is beating it to death with a tire iron.
I did laugh. I'm not going to lie to you.
I was just like, if this guy doesn't end up dead at the end of the movie, what he is beating to death an animal.
A beautiful mythical creature. Yeah.
And he's beating it to death
because a little bit.
He later says, because you were in a trance or something.
Well, he said, what's the thing? A seizure. He said,
you're having a seizure.
Which, I don't know. To me, it would be more like, you know how like if someone's getting electrocuted and you have to take like a broom or a piece of wood and like knock it out of their hands to kill the electricity, you know? It'd be like that. Just lift your hand off of it. You know what I mean?
No.
Stop touching the horn.
He thinks that her seizure will stop if he beats it to death.
If he kills it. If he murders it. Yeah. You know, that's how most seizures work. You just got to find the cause and murder it. There's some doctoring for you, everybody.
So they loaded up in the van, the vehicle. It's gonna fill. I mean, wouldn't you just push it off the side of the road and drive away?
How much does a horse weigh?
Well, it's a lot. It's a baby horse.
I understand that, but it does take up almost the entire.
Probably a ton. Yeah. Probably a ton.
Right. How did they get that into the car?
I saw this thing where this guy was trying to put this really big tire on the back of this truck, and so what he did is he started bouncing it, and it kept bouncing it until it was high, and then he put it on,
and then just like pushed it in.
Yeah, well, actually, mostly just lifted it on. It didn't really seem like he bounced it on, but I was hoping that he really just bounced it on. Didn't really seem that way.
It'd be cool if he was just like bounce, and then like pushes it and it goes on. That'd be a cool move.
It was way less elegant than that, but the idea was. So maybe they got this baby bouncing and they bounced it right in.
That's not how horses work. Horses don't bounce. Okay.
They trot. Maybe they trotted it.
They trot. All right, here we go. Here we
go.
And into it. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Sorry, can't do it.
Okay.
Or at least show me them doing it. You just showed me him like breaking the skull in. I would love to see him like struggling with horse limbs as he's like trying to push it into the thing. Just like a quick cut of him struggling is all I need.
Can you imagine like returning this car filled with blood? Just like
unicorn blood and windows broken everywhere. It'd be great.
That'd be great. He gets to the lodge. Sorry, we're late. We meet Shepard, who's played by Will Poulter. We meet Belinda, who's played by Taya Leone. And we meet Odell, who's played by Richard E. Grant. Three great actors. So now we have five A-listers all standing there in this movie, questioning their choice, questioning their life choices.
Their life choices? Sure. Yeah. Well, they don't know what the CGI is going to look like later. So in their defense, they might think that it's going to look really great.
There it is. We have their assistant guy, Griff, who is the bald guy from Barry.
Love him.
He's trying.
He's always fun.
He's trying.
He does his best.
And then we quickly find out that his vision has been fixed. His blowing. Oh, what about in the car? He's blowing his nose, blow, 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 and then he's throwing the used tissues into the console where they're piling up in a big pile.
Yeah. What's the question?
Who does that?
That's me. I thought this was giving me a question. I didn't want to. I didn't want to
You thought
offer
you
it
got
up.
by it, didn't we? Because we drove right by it, didn't we? And
You
I
went
drove
right
back.
past it, and now you've circled around to my secret shame. So I do this, and my wife hates it. She gets so mad at me because it's disgusting. Right. Like I know it is. I'm not trying to defend the action. I'm just saying that I do it and it does happen. But it is a horrible, horrible thing to do. It's disgusting. And every time she rides in my car, if my tissue pile's there, she gets real mad.
Hold on a second. You have like a multi-day tissue pile?
Well,
multi-year tissue pile?
Not multi-year, but probably a couple of days probably go by before I get the gumption to just put it into a bag and throw it away. Yeah.
Don't you have like a bag in the back seat to put the trash?
No, because I threw it away last time with the Kleenex. You know what I mean? So like I have to get a new bag to then come and get the new stuff.
I'm going to tell you what you can do. Go to the dollar store. You can buy a box of bags. Put the box of bags in the back. Pull out a new one every time you need it.
That's not a bad idea. I don't think I'm going to do it. I just want you to know that I appreciate that, and it makes a lot of sense. It doesn't sound like something I'm going to do.
Now, when you run out of paper towels in your house, do you then wait like another month to get new paper towels?
She buys paper towels. She's way better at that than I am. I think there's a chance that if I was in charge of it, yeah, that would happen. Because you don't remember it until you need them, and then once you need them, it's too late.
So what we learn is that the blood has healed her acne and healed his vision because he got blood in his eyes, I guess, somehow.
But also his
asthma.
Allergies.
Yeah, so he got some in his mouth. And
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they didn't say that, but assumption.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Shannon's mad.
Well, it is early.
I'm being too loud. Okay.
Okay.
So the idea is, if they sign these papers, then he'll be in work. He'll be tied to them permanently. They're like, we have to understand you as people, so we're not signing just yet. Put those papers away.
Right. Does this seem like the kind of crowd that would want to know people personally?
No.
Right. I thought this was very weird because they don't seem like they care at all.
No.
You know? Okay. Well, as long as we agree.
What is this whole movie about, Tony?
Just agreed, I guess.
It's about,
you know what I mean?
It's about money.
Dan's favorite topic.
What are we supposed to make movies about, Tony?
Money.
No, anything but money.
Sex and money. Those are my two things.
No, you can't make movies about sex. You shouldn't make movies about money.
This doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound like my entire life plan here. I'm going to do the other two.
So that's what you're doing. You're sitting down to write your sex and money movie.
That's what it's called. Sex and money. It's good. I just want you to know up front.
Is it going to star Kelsey Grammer?
How is Frasier the first person you went to? I love it.
He did a classic bad movie called Money Plane that people always talk about.
Money Plane.
But it's
I guess we'll have to do that.
No, it's super cheap, low rent movie. It's just
okay. Well, that's what mine will be as well. So maybe he's on board. Kelsey, if you're listening, hook up, call me.
So Jenna Ortega looks out the window. Boom! The unicorn's awake in the car. Everyone goes outside. The unicorn breaks through the window, and they're all like, "Hey, unicorn!" And boom, the security person shoots the unicorn in the head.
Yeah.
How did you like the shot and the surprise of the person shooting the unicorn in the head?
Were you surprised by it? Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were surprised by it, and then I was surprised by your surprise. Because I didn't
ask what level of surprise do you think I was surprised with?
Zero.
The surprise that you were supposed to be
10,
surprised by.
I think Dan Goodsell was a 4, and I was a 0, and now I'm a 9 on my surprise of your surprise.
Our lack of surprise.
Yeah, exactly. I got confused on our scales. Yeah, I mean, no, this is a terrible scene. I hate it. I hated this scene in specifics. The horse looks like a weird cartoon. Like its mouth is too big when it's Yeah, that's it. That's it exactly. But your snout's way longer and you're coming out of a broken window. It looks dumb. It looks bad.
Cut that into
I
the
don't
movie.
know. Just snip it in. It'll be perfect.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Now
it was really bad.
Now we all stand around looking at the dead thing, and they all start sort of dancing around, saying it's a unicorn for some unknowable reason.
Well, somebody says something like, "I think we all know what this is."
Yeah.
And then the guy from Barry is like, "It looks like a unicorn," or something. It was a very weird.
It does seem like a unicorn.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what he says. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
And then we instantaneously established that it can cure anything.
Anything and everything. Yeah,
instantaneous.
That's right.
We cut to the night. She's smoking. Dad comes in. Are you okay? Then he talks about protecting her. And he's mad about her supposed connection to the unicorn because
because she has like a connection after the horn grabbing. You get it. So sex and money.
All he cares about are the people that. I mean, that's the thing. If he actually seemed to care about, he didn't seem to care about the situation. He seemed to just care about the money.
Yeah. Yes. Now, which I also have a problem with, only because they don't seem hard up for money. You know what I mean? Not that I'm promoting that they should make it even more about money.
Yes.
Because then Dan would be even angrier.
Yeah.
But if there was like a reason that he needed money, other than he was like, "Don't worry, honey, as you die, I'll give our daughter lots of money." You know, like that's not a thing you say anyhow. So I just, maybe in the beginning in the car, there's a conversation about how they need money for something. I don't know. Maybe her college, maybe her school. I don't know.
Maybe he tries a couple different credit cards to get the car, and we're like, "Oh shit,
great,
something going on."
Rejected. Yeah, declined. That's the word.
Yeah,
happens to me all the time. You think I'd know?
It's interesting in that first Knives Out movie.
Yeah,
Chris Evans' character. They chose his wardrobe, and it was like it was expensive wardrobe, but it was worn in places.
Yeah.
I never noticed it because I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. But
right. But then other people are like, pay attention to that. And you're like, oh, what a nice little note.
Yes. This thing, they don't set any of them actually having financial problems.
Nope, not at all. Other than he just wants money.
And then the rich people, my other thought is, have them struggling.
Sure, right? I mean, rich people struggle all the time because we spend money.
We? Wow,
that's right.
The Tony.
I am one of the rich class, and we spent all of our money, and now it's all tied up in our investments and our houses and our boats.
And I mean, if there was something like that in there where they, it's like, we're rich, but we want to be more rich. There's not an immediacy to that.
He's dying and he's not leaving you as much money as you wanted. You know what I mean? Anything.
Those three family members never get at each other's throats at all.
100%.
For 1 second.
Yeah.
And I am sorry, but that kid, when dad comes back to life and the mom,
be pissed.
They should both be completely pissed.
Because they were about to come into a windfall and now nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%
right.
You need to, I guess that's the thing is they don't they've set up power dynamics and then they don't touch them at all.
Don't use it at all.
I mean, nobody ever turned on the big guy, even for 1 second.
Yeah, no, I would have turned on him. He seems mean.
Just for his meanness. Not because
of money. Just for his meanness. A little bit of both.
So then she sort of throws him out, and then she's all like, "I love you." And then she decides to do her research. The research part of you want to talk about the research part of the movie, Tony?
No, because I'm confused. Yeah. How much research do you think there is on unicorns? Just out of curiosity. Like a lot?
That's a good question. Yeah. That's a good question. All her research is looking at these tapestries and then
Right.
looking at them and summarizing what they show, and then figuring out
That's
later exactly what she already summarized. And then I think she figures out a third time by summarizing them a third time exactly the same. And she never finds a clue. She never sees something in them. It's like, oh, we need to get this to fight. No, she just, and what's his name at one point brings out the large scale printer. And she prints them out really big as if and she doesn't see anything because they're big. She could just have them.
It's more
big.
that we can see them now that they're big. You know what I mean? Like they're big, so I can kind of see what's going on them.
It's one of the most non-revealed continuous reveals that nothing is revealed.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, let's take a moment and look at a thing like Supernatural, the greatest television show ever made, right? Or The X-Files.
Okay.
Those, in general, there are things that you can research, right?
Yeah,
all of those episodes are based off of like mythology or like superstition, like things that we are familiar with that have lore to them. And generally, they don't find that in Tapestries, right? There's just like...
Well,
there's like books or cave paintings, like things like that. But 3 tapestries that are all, that's it.
Well, she
that's
just keeps going back to the tapestries.
That's what I'm saying. It's just 3, and it's just 3 of them, right? If I'm not, like
I think it was
3.
No, there's 6 or 8.
No, I think there's 3. We're going to stick with 3.
There's 6 to 8. And I think at one point she says there's one that was damaged or missing, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, she's going to reconstruct the missing one and find some. I found Pliny the Elder wrote in his whatchamacallits about that one, and he said, oh, this is the one that tells you how to defeat the stupid fuckers.
Nope. That's not what's going to happen.
And they also never establish why there are unicorns living in these Colorado mountains or wherever we're at.
And do they, because listen, I don't know how much of attention I was paying to this movie. Do they explain how or where these tapestries come from? Not really.
Of course, they're real. These are real.
Wait, are they real?
Yeah, they're real. They're in England.
Wait. Oh, so I could actually take a trip to see these cloths?
Yeah, they're in the cloisters. I think so.
Now you're just making up words, Dan, and that's not fair to anybody.
Cloisters is part of like a church or a place where monks live.
I think it's a Pokemon. I think cloister's a Pokemon.
I'm looking forward to the day when there are stupid little kids that have spent so much time that all their knowledge comes from something stupid like Pokemon.
I think we're already living in that, Dan. It's me. I'm here for it.
What are you talking about Pokemon? For a second here. You're turning to Adam Sandler. Oh, let me talk about the Pokemon. Yeah, they're real. They're real tapestries. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if they're all real, but I know that one of him sitting in the pen. I know that one's real.
That one's real. All right. Well, there you go.
Okay,
Unicorns
so
are real.
she's looking
everybody.
at that. Boom. She wakes up. The hazmat people are here. They drag her down there. They do tests on her. And we quickly find out that, the horns do magical things.
Now, why did they need to come kidnap her? Because didn't they volunteer for this? Weren't they on board for this? They were like, yep, we'll do it. And then there's a weird kidnapping scene where she's like, what's happening? What's happening? What you talked about's happening. I don't understand why this is a weird scene.
So the 2 doctors, a man and a woman, the man's like an Asian guy, and then the woman's like of Indian descent. Yeah. She's the one from the whatchamacallit musical. She plays the ghost of future of present day, I think.
Oh, from Good Afternoon.
Spirited.
Good Afternoon. Yeah, Spirited.
What's the name of that
right?
movie? Spirited.
Yeah, I think that's right. Spirited.
Yeah, no, that's her. She's wonderful. She's a great comedian. She's hilarious. She does like a bit where she tries to take off the suit funnily. And you're like, what is happening? Why
is this in this movie?
Why is this? It's like, she's like, we can do that, it'd be funny. And they're like, oh yeah, do that. It's funny. And then in the middle of the scene, you're just like, wow, this is so bad. It's not her fault, but it's because
It's not
bad.
her fault because in a movie, I think it could be funny.
Oh yeah, it's a good joke.
But it has to be motivated by something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense in this moving picture.
They grind up some of the horn and give it to Odell. Ridley then goes into the woods, wanders about the woods a bit, and then comes back. Boop, 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 boop. Ridley runs back. Nothing happens to her. We also make a joke that this is Blackfoot land. Odell makes that joke in there, that this is Blackfoot Indian land.
Yeah. Do you know why? Was that?
I think
important?
that's just supposed to show that they're stealing land from the Native Americans.
Just white people stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I was like, okay. I don't even think I wrote anything down. I think I was just like, yeah, all right, cool. Is that going to come back? Were they big fans of the unicorn? I don't know.
Boom! Odell is better. They've cured cancer.
Yeah, this was an interesting thing. Like when he comes out with the cane.
Yeah. Drops the
and
cane.
he's like he's hunched over, and then he drops the cane and like stands up
for dramatic effect.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
It's kind of a ripoff of Willy Wonka.
Is that when he does the somersault? Okay,
yeah, I think that's. I
see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Like it just felt really familiar to me, and I was like, "This is a weird." I'm having a weird deja vu moment in this movie that I don't like or haven't seen before, and I just wasn't sure. Yeah, maybe that is what it is. I don't know. It was just a weird moment.
I mean, it's a very easy scene to write. The good scene.
Sure.
He's sitting there. They're talking about something. He's asleep, right?
Yeah.
And then, first of all, they're talking. They're not even paying attention to him. He's in the background.
He's conked out.
Out. He's like, they're talking about, we got to do this. We're gonna have to move the baby out of here. We're gonna move the body out of here. And take it to the lab.
Yeah.
We got to take the body to the lab because that's what they start doing.
You got it.
He's back there.
Got to do it.
And we see his head. His head comes up. And then we see him stand.
And he's all in soft focus. I like this.
He's all in soft focus. He gets up. And then somebody looks and sees him. And they, the focus shifts to him. We see him. He walks forward, and you could do the ripoff on that gag this way.
Sure,
because you'd
why not?
be ripping off the gag, and that's the whole bit. He's using the cane, and then he goes over, and they all reach, and then he spins it, and he goes, "Ha ha! I'm back!"
Great.
Boom.
Great.
You have an actual. The scene they did. They started with they're shooting him like in the weird profile. And you're like, what is happening? And he pushes. It's just like,
yeah.
Ugh, so stupid. So they're going to try and take the baby out of there. Right? Oh, no.
That sounds right.
They're going to take the baby out of there. Now we have a whole scene where they talk about who they're going to charge because they can't replicate it. So they got the horn. They're going to grind up the horn and cure X amount of people.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah.
Just a couple of high profile, very lucrative people. Yeah.
And then they have champagne, and then the lights go out. And now they're like, okay, lights. Once the lights go out, we know something bad is happening.
Oh, it's always a bad sign.
Let's try and get the baby into the van. The scientists go take the baby in the van, and the main scientist guy gets stabbed by the unicorn that's outside.
Yeah. Yeah,
You didn't like that?
It doesn't matter. It was a weird sequence because it's like a tarp, right? They're in like a tarped area.
Yeah.
And he does the move like he just got stabbed. And then he opens his shirt and it's just like slowly bleeding.
Yeah.
And then we cut to the other doctor and then she gets sprayed with blood.
Yeah.
So it's like
then we cut back. We cut back and we see the horn all the way through it.
Is all the way through. But that means like at some point the horn like paused in his body And I was like, what's happening? I don't understand. So like the unicorn, like if we were doing a sex analogy, right? The unicorn like put just the tip in and then paused and then was like, you know what? This is nice. I'm going to go all the way in.
Here's your question. So the woman has just the tip in. Let's see. What does she do? Does she feel around at her back to see if it's gone all the way through her at that point? No. She waits till the thrusting goes. Then she checks her back for a hole. Right? Is that what you're saying, Tony?
Does she? I've never experienced that part of it.
Why would if you're getting stabbed in the back,
just so
why
weird.
are you opening? Let me check to see if it's coming in this way. Right? Although I will say I will say sometimes you get the phantom hair. Do you ever get the phantom hair, Tony?
I don't. What do you mean? Tell me what
the phantom hair is. Is you've got like a hair that somehow poked through like your shirt or something, and then it sticks like this, and so when it sets down, it's like just this hair. It pokes you, and you're like,
what's happening?
Because I think it's just like
I do get that.
The phantom hair. I had this the other day, and Shannon's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "It's the hair." She was not happy with me.
Sure. Well, she doesn't understand. It's real.
So it's a phantom hair situation.
It's a okay, it's phantom hair situation with a unicorn.
But you don't check the front when you have the phantom hair. You check your back when you have the phantom hair.
You're like, hey, what just stabbed me in the back?
Maybe he should reach around. He should reach around and pull back his hand covered in blood. Okay,
sure, that's fine. That makes sense. Then he's like, I'm in trouble.
And then it goes,
full bore. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a very weird sequence. I didn't understand it.
And like all the rest of the time, when there's a horse standing right outside, they could see it on the outside of the thing.
Shadow. Yeah, you can see the shadow. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I wouldn't think too hard about it,
guys. Ridley's in the car, and then she gets out of the car, and she's under the car, and then the thing is there. It stomps on a guy's head. Then Paul Rudd does the sneak around the car, trick the animal. Then somehow they then have time to just run inside.
Well, but only Jenna runs inside. Paul just stays out.
Oh, does he just stay out?
Yeah, super confusing stuff, guys. I don't know. But I guess they have to do that because they have to separate them so she can show that she has a connection with it.
Oh, sure. Then gunfire drives off the animals.
Yeah.
They quiz. Now we go back inside. They quiz her about it, and she's like, I'm connected to that thing. Maybe if we just give it the baby, then it'll leave. And they're all like, yeah. Well, we should probably just go out there and hunt the thing down so that we can breed it or something.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. You've been trying to shoot it for a while, but that's fine. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Shepard doesn't want to go, and so we leave Shepard and Griff and Ridley stay behind. And they trust Paul Rudd's character with a gun. Would you trust Paul Rudd's character with a gun?
No. He hasn't showed any reason for me to trust him with a gun. One, I don't know if he knows how to use it. He's going to shoot me with it probably on accident. Mm-hmm. Two, he doesn't seem like a very trustworthy person. I don't even know why they've let him into the inner circle at all.
He hasn't
done anything to earn it.
He has not done anything to prove himself.
No. So no, I would not trust him with a gun.
They go out there and they track the blood. And then Shepard chooses this moment to start snorting the horn.
Yeah, which is fun.
One of the more interesting things in the whole movie. If I wrote this line, if say Tony wrote this terrible script.
Great, thank you.
And I was having to fix it.
That's usually what happens. Yeah.
What I would say is, so the horn is addictive, right?
Sure, as it should be, but like really addictive.
Shanna Ortega's character should be addicted to the horn.
To the touching. Yeah.
That becomes interesting.
Sure.
She doesn't want to go. She wants to stay there.
Yeah, she wants that horn.
She wants all ladies want the horn. Don't they, Tony?
No, they don't. Not all of them.
At least not
some of them.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop.
Not the ones I know, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Ridley goes in the car, wants to leave, but she sees the tissues. She goes inside and she figures something out.
Yeah, I didn't understand the catalyst. Okay,
Nope,
that's fine.
didn't understand
It doesn't
it.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The unicorns out in the forest eat the lady. They kill the dude, and then the other two of them are allowed to easily run back to the house.
Yeah, totally fine. Yeah.
Huh?
Unicorns are They're distracted. They're doing their thing. You know, it's fine.
I mean, I would have bought that if like the unicorn like bit the one lady and then just was like, we are going to defile this corpse, right? If they were out there defiling the hell out of the corpse, and the two of them are like watching this happen, like in real giant CGI where Tony can see every problem.
I want to see all. Want to see all your terrible CGI, please.
What color are the unicorns?
Are they black? White and black?
I mean, they're completely black at the end.
Sure, but are they like turning black?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Okay. It felt like a spectrum sometimes.
Wait, because they turned white again at the end.
At the end, after they did their weird horn dance, ba 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 ba, and then brought the little one back, they all turned back to white.
So they were getting blacker as they went along as they did more ill deeds?
Bad. So I don't know if it's a Dan, I don't know.
Because I thought they were white until like the one of the very last scenes, and then they were black when they walked out of the house, and I was like, when did they become black?
I think like throughout the night they were getting darker. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, which is problematic in itself. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not going there, Tony. You can be as racist as you want.
No, I just mean good and evil. I just meant like good and evil. You know what I mean?
So white is good and black is evil?
I mean, I think that's what they're going for. That's what I'm saying. It's problematic, right? But I think that was the idea, is like the more they give into their base needs, they change colors. Okay, I don't know.
So they're going to try to give the baby back. The dad tries to call the police, but the power is out and the gates are closed. So we do this whole bit where they're like, who's going to go? We'll draw straws. And then they're like, no, we're going to vote. And we're going to vote for Griff, the worker. And then he's going to have to go because, and he doesn't want to go, but he goes.
Yeah, well, he's like, I'm not the gatekeeper or something. And I was like, what is happening? This is a weird, I don't understand. I don't know.
In the original Squid Game, you got to this point where they're like, you got to pick people. And if you don't pick people, then you all die. And you had people starting to be like, no, man.
Yeah, 100%.
It was an interesting dynamic. And when they just force Griff to go and he goes, you're just like, well, no, he has to do something different.
Yeah. He doesn't.
Tony, talk about Griff opening the gate.
Oh boy. Doesn't he just go out there and open it while the other doctor is like doing her thing? Doesn't she get chased by the unicorns?
Yeah.
And he opens the gate?
Yeah. How does he open the gate? What is the mechanism for opening the gate?
I don't even remember. I feel like it just opened really easily.
Well, is it not? At one point they sort of show like there's a boarding it up, but I don't know what that was about. He has to crank this cranky wheel.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I remember.
Hundreds of times.
Sure. Yeah.
He opens an electrical box first, and then he has to do the cranky wheel.
Yeah, okay. I'm remembering now. This was during my, I'm starting to fall asleep.
This is where you're starting to fall asleep? Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm starting to lose the thread a little bit, Dan.
Then while he's doing this, they're sort of starting to get in the cars, but Shep's up there snorting, and so they have to go get him, and so then the scientist lady gets eaten.
This is one of my only laughs of the whole movie, I think.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh yeah, so the mom, I think it's Tia Leone. She's like, she's talking to the son, and she's like, "Are you snorting that?" And he is like telling his plan, and in the middle of his plan, he goes, "Yes, I am," like really snippy, and then goes right back to his plan. And I laughed really hard. I thought that was delivered like really, really well. He really crushed that line. It was very funny.
In a good movie, he would have been great in this.
Oh, 100%. I mean, he's wonderful.
He's great.
I've never seen anything where I'm like, oh, he's no good.
Yeah.
So he's great. And that line just cracked me up. Yeah, yes, I am.
He probably has about 75% of the actual comedic lines
Oh,
in
for
the
sure.
whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he fits, he was a very nice cast in this role. Like he plays it really well. So, silver linings, everybody.
What's his name? Shep figures it out that the reason why Jenna Ortega controls the unicorns is she's a pure-hearted maiden. We're like, wow, I wouldn't have figured that out an hour earlier in the movie.
Okay, Dan. So smart.
You knew that though, right?
No, because she doesn't seem pure-hearted. She seems mean, okay? She's very judgmental, Dan. I don't know if you know this yet.
Yeah, but I think the idea is she's never had sex.
That I believe, because she's
Jesus.
a mean person.
Wow. Okay, so Dad finally decides he says it's all my fault. I'm not going to work for these people, blah, blah, blah. And then he sees that she's vaping, and he's like, are you vaping? Do you vape?
It's mad.
I'm like,
I know.
No, this is your change moment. You can't have it be a scold at that point.
Yeah, no, it's a weird switch. Yeah.
Everybody chases around the house and we split up. Shep throws a shoe to distract the thing, and he actually throws the other shoe at it later, which I thought was funny.
I don't remember the other shoe. Might have been sleeping during shoe number 2.
Yeah. They're like, we could blow it up with oxygen. And then they look and they see the horn is gone. It turns out that Paul Rudd's character has stolen the horn and is carrying it around even after he sort of said he made up with his daughter.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's just a bad guy through and through, I guess, that's the answer.
Yep. Taylor only gets stabbed through the door with the horn. And then she's on the pool table and the thing's eating his entrails, and then she turns on the gas to try to blow it up, and then Will Poulter's character doesn't blow it up. Shep just goes like, I'm not going to blow it up.
Well, he's high. He's so high.
And then Paul Rudd runs. Oh, he locks Jenna Ortega out on the balcony, and then he starts to run away, and then we go from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to 11:30.
Midnight. Oh, 11:30. Okay.
In the day. It is now 11:30 in the day. The sun is high in the sky and it's completely daylight.
Yeah. No, that's true.
What? And he was running from this thing for 5.5 hours?
You give or take. You could do it. That's adrenaline for you. You could run a whole marathon just because you're scared. I have no idea, Dan. Don't look at me.
Did this anchor you?
No, but again,
wait, the terrible CGI anchors you, but the 5-hour time skip doesn't bother you at all.
Well, what I'm saying is we are on the precipice of me falling asleep right now. So my enthusiasm for this movie has waned a long time ago, and so I feel I'm just like, what the hell are we doing?
So you're kind of
what are we doing?
You're kind of in a twilight zone. You're like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's very jarring.
So they come. The one unicorn comes out of the house. Jenna Ortega is there. It comes over, and we can't see it. And then it's laying next to her.
Yeah, as they do.
Why didn't we show? We don't show it. We don't show the one laying down.
That's true, isn't it?
It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's just
that is weird.
It's just kind of laying down. Oh, Shep's got the bow on her. He's like, I'm going to bow you if you do anything wrong.
Yeah.
He sort of ties up its legs with this tiny piece of rope.
Yeah, sort of.
And then, lo and behold, here comes Paul Rudd with the horn leading the other one right there where she can put her maiden wiles on it. And it also falls asleep and it also gets tied up.
Yeah. Virgins.
Bird virgins?
Did I say bird?
Oh, maybe he's a virgin too.
Do you think so? With all his drugs? I don't know.
And then he comes over with the horn and Paul Rudd, and then he stabs Shep, and then Shep stabs him. And then
in like a really weird, slow battle. It's so weird how slow this is. Like it feels like it's just like they're kind of just like, you know, and then he's just, got you. And then he's like, got you. And then they're both dying. I don't know, man. It was so bizarre.
The unicorn parents get up. They stand over Jenna Ortega. They cross their horns. The baby comes to life. Elliot, Paul Rudd comes back to life, and they're all back to life.
Yeah.
And then he touches the horn, and he sees the visions, and he knows that they're going to fall in the water.
Yeah. Did she see the future?
Yeah, she saw it too.
She did?
Yeah.
No, not this time. The first time.
No.
Right. So why did
Because it was
the horn
two. It was two touched together.
Oh, so one is just drugs and then two is the future?
Yeah, two's the future.
I don't get it.
And you have to be resurrecting a baby unicorn too while you're at it.
Yeah, I don't get the rules. I don't understand the rules of the unicorn horn. I don't get it. And that bothers me. That always frustrates me. If I don't understand your rules, it frustrates me.
Griff survived. He brings the police. The police arrest them, saying they killed everyone. They drive away. Griff is driving
in the police. Yeah,
the police cruiser. Griff is driving behind them in his weird little car.
Just so close. Like, you're supposed to wait. What is it? 2 seconds between cars. Yeah. He's half a second.
You're supposed to 2 seconds for every 10 miles an hour.
Wait, is that the rule? I'm just like 2 seconds, period. So it doesn't, if I'm going 110, I'm just like, make sure you're 2 seconds behind.
No.
Well, shit, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing some bad math here, Dan. Here
come the unicorns, all three of them, all white again, all happy. They're like following. They go down there. They don't push Griff off the road. He's all like, hey, cool, bro.
Right.
And then they come up next to the police cruiser, and then Jenna and Dad are like, oh, we know everything's going to be okay.
Well, they look into the eye of the unicorn or something, and it's like, well, I'm looking right back, and then they're like, okay, we better lock in. Now, if you were a police person driving this car and three unicorns, you would. You would slow down.
Oh, you'd speed up.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't do. I'm saying they didn't do anything.
Hold on. What do you? You got three options, Tony. You could slow down,
right?
Speed up, stay the same speed.
Yeah.
Which one do you do?
I mean, the only one I'm not going to do is stay the same speed, which is what this person does. Doesn't change anything about the way they're driving whatsoever. Doesn't seem to notice or think it's weird that three unicorns just ran up next to the car.
We get no reaction, John, from this police officer.
No whatsoever. I just do something, do anything, but just don't just be like, cool. All right, man, still going about my day. That doesn't make any sense, Dan.
And what do the unicorns do, Tony?
I guess they ram the car and flip it into the water at like 80 miles per hour. They're dead. They're all dead.
Okay. Here I am, this police lady, right? I come into work.
Okay, you're the police
Nothing ever happens. Boom. 3 millionaires dead on the mountain.
Right.
I take these special people into custody, and I die for this. Why are we killing this poor policewoman? She didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything wrong. Nope. She was good.
I really thought they were going to have to climb out of the police car onto the unicorns and ride away. That's what I thought you had to do.
That would have been amazing. And now I wish that's what had happened. But that's not what happened, Dan. This poor lady probably went through the windshield at some point, you know?
Because they put on their seatbelts. Because if I've watched enough cop shows, that's like an optional thing in the back of the police car is you putting on your seatbelts.
Interesting. Yeah, there you go.
It is not. That is not what happens.
Do they make you put them on?
Are you kidding me? Of course they do.
I don't know. I don't watch cop shows, and I have certainly never been arrested. Knock on wood.
First of all,
knock.
I'll tell you something about cop shows. You know where they never handcuff you? in the fucking front.
In the front. Yes, now
Never,
that is
especially
correct.
if you're if they think you've murdered millionaires, your hands
Yeah.
are behind your back. You are
100%,
strapped
yeah.
in. You're not hugging on
Yeah.
each other. First of all, they would not ever in a million years transport the two of you in one car together. Never
That
in
is
a
correct.
fucking million years. And
Thank God you watch a lot of cop shows to clear this up for us,
it's
Dan.
a lot of cop shows.
It's-
And so I guess they push them off into the river, and then it's okay. Like what?
I guess.
Hold on a second.
I guess that's the point.
Griff
yeah.
knows who they are, right? So they're
Yeah.
fugitives for life.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. At least, right? Now, what's confusing to me, I mean, other than everything we've just said,
Yes.
they also show the cop talking in the radio. It's like, well, I've got these people, you'll never believe what they said, or something like that. So
Yeah.
it sounds like they were like, hey, there's unicorns.
Yeah.
And then the unicorns that you don't believe exist run up next to your car.
Yeah.
And then you just ignore them.
Yeah.
I don't get any of it. It doesn't. This is a terrible end to a movie.
It's a stupid movie.
I mean, it's not good, right? It's not a good movie.
Anything else you want to say about this movie, Tony?
Well, it makes me concerned. So, and this is a very personal matter.
I'm very
This
concerned.
makes me concerned.
Okay.
Because remember, I've told you about the movie I want to write, my Santa werewolf movie, where we open by killing Rudolph and then bringing Rudolph back to life at the end. That's basically what they did in this movie, where they kill a baby unicorn and then bring it back to life later. And I just, I thought it was funny, but I didn't love it. And now I'm concerned about my own movie idea, and I just don't know if it's going to work.
You're gonna show graphically on a screen a cute baby reindeer that everyone loves getting murdered.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
That's the idea.
all I can say is violence to animals is probably, it's the top thing that you don't want to ever put in any movie ever.
I agree. I know, I get it, but but it's going to come back to life, so it's fine. But is
that how it
I just don't
works?
know. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it works. Pretty sure.
I mean, that's not how it works. It's like when someone stabs you, you don't like think
Right.
if once you healed up, you don't like go, well, nothing really happened.
Yeah, I do. Come on.
You still have the memories of being
You gotta
stabbed.
forgive and forget, Dan. All right, you gotta move on. You're hanging on to things too
And
hard.
you know what I have to say? In movie audiences, they just are like, I'm gonna let J.K. Rowling's not so bad, except all her beliefs.
And just her general essence as a person. Yeah,
Listen,
for sure.
I'm gonna still keep loving her work because
I know. Yeah, I'm concerned. I think I'm going to stick to my guns, but I'm concerned. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Who knows? Who knows if it's going to work or not? I mean, maybe we just don't go as graphic as I thought. Maybe that's going to help. I don't know.
I mean, why do you want to have this reindeer murdered?
Because it's funny to me. Because Santa turns into a werewolf, and then you start the movie by massacring your delightful reindeer.
Why don't you just have him murder all the elves? I think everyone would be fine with that.
Yeah, but then he'd have to be in the North Pole. Then I don't know, because it's a whole thing. I don't know. I got to think about
Why don't you
it.
have him?
Movie,
Why don't you have
this movie
him?
has made me think.
Why don't you have him turn into the werewolf, attack?
Yeah.
Jump for the reindeers. The reindeers are like, joink! And he goes, ooh, crashes down into the city, and then starts killing people in the city.
Yeah, I just really like the idea of a wide shot of the woods where Rudolph's nose is like bright in the distance, and then it slowly blinks out, and then the werewolf comes, through. It's a beautiful shot.
Then just make it a great fight. Why does Rudolph have to get murdered? Like what?
Well, because then at the end, the Santa magic has to bring everybody back to life. Now I'm just giving away my whole movie, by the way, guys. So don't steal this idea.
I don't think you gain a lot of benefit from making your primary killer murder the most sympathetic thing that you can think of.
That's the idea. That was the whole idea. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, if you can tell me one movie out there where they murder the most sympathetic character and then somehow at the end you're supposed to feel okay about that.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't do that? Anyone.
Exactly. Because they're chicken. Because they're chicken, Dan, and I'm going to be the first one to do it. I understand what you say. It all makes a lot of sense.
Well,
and that's what I'm saying. I'm worried. I'm concerned. This movie has taught me a lot of things, so thank you, Death of a Unicorn.
Okay. There are some people that can look around that. And maybe those are the people that have no souls and are psychopaths. Maybe that's who you're making your movie
those
for.
Those are my people. Those are my people. My brethren. I don't know, Dan.
I think it's a lot funnier if he killed a bunch of elves. That's funny to me. And I think everyone would love that.
That is funny. It's just hard.
Why is that hard?
I don't know. Settings-wise, it's just harder to fit into a story. I don't know. I'll think on it.
So you're making your decisions based on your shooting budget. Is that what you're saying?
As I said, the guy from Death of a Unicorn should have done. You got to make decisions based on your shooting budget.
Well, what? So you think that by murdering Rudolph,
right,
and then bringing him back will make people feel better?
Magic, yeah, magical stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be great. You know what? People are gonna cry. They're gonna love it.
Why don't you?
You've talked me back.
Why don't you have him kill like Tiny Tim or some sympathetic character that you make a human being? And
it would be funny to kill Tiny Tim,
because that's the other thing is murdering an animal. People just feel bad about it. They don't put this because the animal can't have the same emotional stakes that a human being has. You can, if you kill Rudolph, everyone's automatically on Rudolph's side. But if Tiny Tim is there, and you go through a whole thing, and then think about it, right? I was talking about this with Todd. Todd's like, they're going to kill Dustin and Steve in Stranger Things 5. That's what he says.
100%.
Right?
Steve, we haven't even started this season, but Steve has to die.
Yeah. Steve, but they're going to both die because you can't kill one.
Yeah. You
got to kill them both.
That is true. Yep, I agree with that.
As opposed to if you'd have murdered who's the little girl that's in this one? If you'd have murdered Blondie. Her right at the beginning of the show, you wouldn't have become invested in her. You'd just be like, well, that's a terrible person. Yep. If you kill someone that you're not true, because you're not invested in Rudolph, all you're going to be invested in is hating the person, which is you, the writer-director, as opposed to the monster. So you want to make it so everyone hates you.
Around. So but in a fun way, you know what I mean? Because I'm in on the joke.
Hold on,
that's the idea.
But the whole idea is you are pointing yourself out in your own movie. Look at.
Well, I'm the most important. Hold on, I'm the most important person in this process, Dan. So don't pretend like that's not going to happen.
You want people to be pissed off at you and to be like, oh, look at what the director did, as opposed to think about what these characters.
Exactly.
Wow,
that's exactly.
I think when you march in there and you explain to everybody, well, it's not what's on the screen. It's about what everybody thinks about me.
It's how they feel about me. I am the person, and everyone should know that. See, now you're getting it, Dan. Now you're on board. I can tell you're on board now.
That's one way to write and produce a movie.
Well, I'm not going to produce it. I don't have any money, so I can't produce it. But it's going to be good.
Okay.
We're going to have some fun.
Somebody's going to have some fun. All the critics. 0 stars. 0 stars.
No critics will see this movie. It'll be those movies on Rotten Tomatoes that have under 5 critic scores, and they're all fake.
I could tell you this. How many people saw that terrible Winnie the Pooh movie? How many critics saw that Winnie the Pooh movie? Go look that
probably
up.
A bunch.
Go look on Rotten Tomatoes and see how many people have rated. Right. I bet you there's more critics that have rated the Winnie Pooh movie than people that saw the movie have rated the movie. That's my prediction.
Blood and honey.
There will be more than 100 critics that will have rated that movie.
And look how good it did. All right. 84 critics and 100 plus audience score. So, there's still more
They
audience,
haven't
but
even
not
got
by a
over
lot.
1,000 people in the audience.
No, I would assume not even close. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, well, if you wanna fight it,
They made a ton of money.
There it
So
is.
listen, if I make my money by people being like, you gotta see this piece of shit.
well, if you're trying to be exploitative, you're trying to be
Yeah.
exploitative.
In the beginning, and then it becomes like a really wholesome kid story, and then it all comes back together in the end. It's it's a mishmash of ideas. It's beautiful. You're gonna love it.
Let's talk about the Truman Show again for 1 second.
Oh God!
What is the Truman Show? Not a satire. It's not a thriller. It's not suspense. It's not a comedy. It's not a this. It's not a drama. So you're gonna make a horror movie? They're like, well, it was a horror movie, and then it became like a Hallmark movie, and then it tried to convince us that this was all okay.
So it starts exploitative, then becomes kind of like a Monster Squad type of horror movie, So it's like horrendous.
Hold on. So
and then gets a little.
So you're gonna murder Rudolph and then try and make a movie the same
in a kids movie,
one of the most beloved kids movies of all time.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Okay, then let's transport Lil Tony back to the video store. Oh, I'm 9 years old and I gotta pick out anyone
I
video.
would find it funny. I do. I think I'd find it funny because he lives, and that's important.
But you see, he doesn't live. If
he comes back to life,
that's not living. That's coming back to life. That is not living. Why?
He lives once more.
No, but that's not living. That is not living.
Once more, governor.
No, I mean,
that's what they'll say in the movie.
If he tore Rudolph up and ate one of his legs, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and then he dies, and then he comes back to life.
God. Okay, well, you can be the most hated director on the planet. That's fine with me.
I would love. Hey, no press is bad press, right? That's what they say. I don't think that's true, by the way. I think that's a false.
You know where I saw Tommy Wiseau? He was selling his terrible clothes and underwear at WonderCon.
If you think that I can get a clothes line out of this deal, I am in, dude. That sounds great. I'll go to every convention ever. I'll be like those guys that had the one-hit wonders that go to conventions for the rest of their life and they make just enough money to survive. That sounds great.
Just enough money to survive.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it, fam.
Okay, now we talk about something we like this week.
Right.
We just watched this documentary, Murder in Monaco. It was great. It was super fun.
Super fun? That doesn't sound fun, Dan. That sounds very serious. I don't know. But hey, good for you.
I don't ever care when anybody could kill anybody. I don't care. I mean, I don't want people killing like a kid with Down syndrome or some kids.
Sure.
I don't want that happening. I don't want
So
anybody.
you don't want me to kill Tiny Tim is what you're saying.
No, I want you to kill Tiny Tim. Tim.
All right. I think I might.
He's got to go down.
This kid's going down.
Tony, tell us about something that doesn't involve the murder of a beloved fictitious animal.
I can do that. We watched The Family Plan 2 last night with my mom. That's Mark Wahlberg. He's a spy in this family. And they're just like cutesy, fun little action movies for the whole family.
Oh.
Is it a good movie? No, it's not. But it's cute. It's cute and silly, and everybody had a good time.
That's what we're doing next week. The Family Plan 2.
You would have a field day with this movie. It's very silly.
I would.
Very, very silly. But it was fun,
Okay, Tony. Wait, I shouldn't have gone first. I should have gone second.
No, because it's my turn to pick.
Yeah, that means you go first you go first on the thing, and then I talk about what I liked, and then we go back to you.
You messed it up. Don't come at me. You did it wrong. You're the boss. You've got the whole structure, and you blew it.
You're very blurry, Tony.
Am I blurry?
Yeah, it's great.
What if I get closer?
Still,
is this better for everybody?
Horribly blurry.
All right, that sounds like
Tony. Tell us about a movie we could do next week that's not about animals being beaten to death with tire irons.
I don't think that's what it's about. I haven't really watched the trailer except for when it first first was announced, and we were like, well, I guess we're going to do this movie. But we're going to, we're putting this year in full circle here, and we're going to, of course, do Honey Don't for the for our December showcase,
Chris Evans movie, no less.
Oh, is he in it?
Oh, yeah, he's in it.
I'm telling you, I don't remember a single thing from this trailer for some reason, other than, we've done the other ones, so we got to do this one.
He plays like a preacher person.
Preacher man. Was the son of a preacher man.
Honey Don't. Okay.
Honey Don't.
There it is. We'll be doing that one next week.
Great.
Maybe Tony.
I think we might be closing out the year with that.
I think it will be. I think
so
that's
2025 in review, as they say.
Yeah, we could do a 2025 in review if we wanted.
If we want.
We could do like a 20-minute review of Honey Don't, then talk about all the great movies last year.
Talk about all the other better stuff we did. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very good. Well, I guess that's it. You go back. Tony's in Minnesota with his family for Christmas.
Woo.
Go.
Happy holidays,
go
everybody.
Have some Christmas stuff.
Done and done.
Christmas stuff. Okay.
We're making Christmas cookies today.
Oh, do you decorate them?
Today's baking day. Minimally. I just put chocolate on top mostly. Just, chocolate on chocolate. It's delicious. You're going to love it.
The old chocolate on chocolate cookies.
Nothing better than that.
Brilliant
Nothing
idea.
better.
Okie dokie. I will see you later and have a very Merry Christmas.
And you as well. Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye-bye.